What's going on, guys? It's your guy Trey's Raw here, and some Madden news has been going on, and I made a post on Reddit, um, that more or less just kind of summarizes everything that I've been saying. If we can just pull it up right here. Yep, it's that time of year again. Madden season is just around the corner. They release trailers, deep dives, etc. And it's the same song and dance. They put Kurt Benkert on this gameplay trailer. Last year it was Greg Olson. They both do voiceovers, and it's the same song and dance where they basically go on about literally nothing at all the whole time. Just a bunch of buzzwords and cliche statements like everything you see on Sunday. And then from there you have the EA Sports shills that come out, Eric Rayweather, MMG, etc. Listen, if you like those dudes as YouTubers, it's cool. But when they are given an opinion on a game, it comes at a discount because they are sponsored by EA. However, for some reason, people will look past this and assume that they won't be biased when clearly they are. It's the tactic of trying to pull in new fans or bring back the old fans, not wanting to admit that they lost them and ignore their core fan base. And I'm just tired of it at this point. Now we're getting to the point where they are rolling out beta codes for Madden in college. Now, because I've been playing Madden for over a decade, I can usually give a reasonable justification on why EA does what they do, but this whole beta thing that's been going on since Madden 21, I have no clue on why they do it this way and not make the beta open to the public. The only rationale I can think of is that they want to give codes to their shills to give to their audience. But if your whole goal is to bring in new people, why not make it free to everyone? Also, if you have been playing Madden for a significant amount of time, chances are you will receive a beta code, but you have to check your email that your PSN/Xbox Live account is linked to. Although, interestingly enough, I've gotten a beta code every year since 21, and I haven't got one yet, and I've been making some critical statements on Madden on social media. Maybe there's a correlation there. I really don't care about the beta, but I'll admit that when I first got a beta code, I was legitimately happy. But you can only play with normal teams against the computer. Usually the teams are limited to 2 teams. And online, when you do play online in the beta, people will just play it the same way they play any Madden. If they are losing, they will quit. Even though the whole purpose of a beta is to play the game and get feedback, so when the game is launched officially, the devs can make improvements. It's always hilarious to me when they do the betas and you see people feeding on codes on X when these are the same people who say they haven't played Madden in 10 years. If you're going to respond to this about how this year looks better and that I should wait until I play it, I'm not Angry Joe, where I play Madden one time a year and then not talk about it or engage with it until the next time. I'm in the weeds with this stuff more than probably 90% of the people on this Reddit group, but it's literally the same rollout that works to some extent, but no one talks about how they just use big words that mean nothing to make it sound different when it's not. And even some of the things are like last year, how the big buzzword was boom tech. No one cared about it, literally no one. So yeah, that's pretty much sums it up. And now, this was 2 days ago I made this post, and it's got like 2.4k views, and I still haven't got a beta code yet. Now, what's interesting is this is on X, so you scroll through all these people saying PS5 beta codes, $5 for beta codes and all this stuff. Basically, it's the same thing, and I still to this day have no reason why the beta is closed. So we got the beta talk out of the way. Now I'm gonna do because I haven't seen this one yet, but you remember last trailer? It's the same formula. The only difference is this time they got Kurt Benkert doing the voiceover. Last year it was Greg Olson. And last year they talked about boom tech. That didn't matter. Pretty much everything that they say is buzzwords that makes it seem something profound when it's not. So let's check out this trailer and see if I'm correct on this. Yeah, this is like, I don't know, a week old at least. Legal.
What's up, everyone? Kurt Benkert here. A lot of you have been asking what's actually different in Madden NFL 26.
Nothing. Nothing is new. No.
Let me walk you through what I learned at the preview event in Orlando in today's gameplay deep dive. Trained on nearly a decade of real NFL data, a new AI-powered machine learning system informs all new coach tendencies, QB signatures, and advanced player traits. With more strategic depth and authentic detail, making every game a distinct and dynamic challenge, true to NFL.
And you see what I mean? Like, does anyone, like, if you go back, you rewind the video 30 seconds, does anyone know? Now, if you haven't been playing Madden for 10 years, you might pick up and say, huh, that's different, that's new. If you're someone that's actually played Madden and you're familiar with it, that whole word salad that he just went through about everything you say on Sunday, coach tendencies, QB tendencies, it's like, what does that even mean? We're 1 minute into the trailer and you haven't said anything. Like, why don't you just open up the trailers and say, we fixed dudes flying through the A-gaps, we fixed fumbles. Like, why do you have to get through all this sophisticated stuff that doesn't mean anything? Moving on.
Team identities. Let's take a closer look. The team is reimagining quarterback play with new QB DNA, adding new levels of detail, quality, and variety to the most iconic position in sports. Refreshed passing animations and a variety of all new signature throwing styles for quarterbacks.
So different animations for quarterbacks, pretty much. Why? Who cares? Honestly, who cares about the different mechanics and throwing styles of quarterbacks? Get to what's different.
Across the game, make each one look, move, and feel more like themselves. Some more detailed signatures are unique to star quarterbacks, like jump throws in the face of pressure by Caleb.
Okay, so like, every quarterback feels different. Okay, I mean, every quarterback feels different, but, I mean, it's the same play style. Like, I mean, in the UFC, I mean, there's better wrestlers than some wrestlers. I don't even know who a good wrestler in the UFC would be. But you say you have a top UFC wrestler, he's going to wrestle better than someone that's not as good as him, but it's the same style, right? So you have a pocket passer. I mean, Tom Brady isn't as good as, I don't know, what's another good pocket, Ben Roethlisberger. But they're both pocket passers, they both play the same way, and why do you have to spend all these resources if this is what you're trying to do into making Lamar Jackson play different than Michael Vick, when essentially they have the same play style? I don't get it. Oh.
Williams. Stylized back foot passes for Lamar Jackson and Jaden Daniels, and quick flips on the run for Josh Allen. Plus, players...
Yeah, because Josh Allen's the only quarterback in the NFL that can throw a ball underhand. Yeah, he's the only one that can do that, right? And then there's going to be an ability that comes out in Ultimate Team that It doesn't matter what quarterback. It can be Blake Bortles. He'll get the ability. The frickin' flip up ability.
Specific pocket movement, signature scramble locomotion, unique arm slots, and unique footwork fundamentals. And a new set of 50 advanced player traits informed by real on-field player tendency data pushes the fidelity of NFL stars even further. All of it designed to match the real, nuanced movements and play styles of the league's quarterbacks.
Too nuanced is the problem. You're too nuanced. Fix the bugs that are in the game. Stop being so nuanced about stuff that literally means jack.
Coaches bring their strategic minds to gameplay with Coach DNA. New predictive play call AI, built on real coaching data straight from NFL sidelines, defines each team's unique identity. Coaching styles like Dan Campbell's fourth down aggression, Kevin O'Connell's creative offensive approach, and more add new layers of strategy to every matchup. New dynamic coach suggestions provide play recommendations based on what your team's...
Okay, so this might be the one change that's worth a shit. If they revamp coach suggestions, because I know I don't use coach suggestions obviously when I'm playing head-to-head, but if I'm in an offline setting where I'm playing the CPU or whatever, I do frequent coach suggestions and that system is broken. So if it's more dynamic and it's not the same 3 plays every single time, because that's what coach suggestions is, in case you didn't know, in Madden 2026 and back, it's actually really bad. So, but honestly, they didn't have to do that. I mean, how much you want to bet that they didn't even go back. The EA Sports didn't look back and say, oh, what is Sean McVay, what is Dan Campbell, what are their tendencies? Cliff Kingsbury, what are their tendencies? They just probably, all right, well, what we're going to do, we're going to say that we did that, but we're just going to hit shuffle on the play call screen so that you get different plays this time, which honestly probably won't even be different.
Coach would dial up in specific game situations. And new counterintelligence offers smart play calling recommendations against opponent tendencies, making it harder for them to succeed when they keep running the same play over and over again. To authentically reflect unique NFL coaching strategies and play calling tendencies, the team has expanded playbooks with new shifts, multi-motions, and exotic blitz packages, highlighting more of the specific schemes that define a team's identity.
Oh, we got someone going through the A gap. Let's run that back again.
To authentically reflect
okay, hold
unique
on.
NFL coaching strategies and play calling tendencies, the team has expanded playbooks with new shifts, multi-motions, and exotic blitz packages, highlighting more of the specific schemes that...
That looked like he came right through the A gap to me. And this just goes to show how out of touch. They don't know what's going on in frickin' last year's game. And what the biggest problem is dudes flying through the A gap just like that. And then they go ahead and say, oh, hot blitz packages. Yeah. If an NFL team allows a rusher to come through the A gaps or the B gaps, you ask any offensive coordinator, they're going to say it's absolutely unacceptable for that to happen. But in Madden, it happens all the time. But adjust. Why don't you bring back pinch protection? How about that?
Define a team's identity. With real-time NFL trends and new innovative plays to be added throughout the season. Physics-based offensive line block steering and new stunts and twists add strategic depth to your play calling. Where was the blocking on that? where was the blocking on that? Jesus Christ! You really think that that's good? That the offensive lineman can just dumb out and you guys, we're not even a day in and people are actually thinking this is gonna be different and it's gonna be good. And new dynamic subs let you swap out fatigued players for fresh legs without pausing the action. Custom defensive zones unlock the control to strategically adapt coverage in real time, and improved pass coverage logic enhances defender reactions to receiver routes. To accurately represent the elite skill of NFL athletes, the team overhauled player movement across every mode, with the confidence that these superstars will move in Madden 26 like they do on game day. Modernized depth charts introduce more authentic positional roles, identify mismatches, and dial up more creative plays with the new gadget slot, built for versatile offensive weapons like Deebo Samuel. On defense, left and right.
Why do you have to make that a whole? You can just sub a man at running back. You're just talking about dynamic adjustments, how you can do it from the play call screen. Which honestly, the whole adjustment thing, just don't. If someone's not going to sub out a running back, it's been like 4 plays, just have them fumble. Like, that's all you gotta do, but it's like, I'm running the ball, and I don't even sub them out because I know the game's gonna automatically do it for me, so I just don't ever feel the need to adjust, but... So you take that into the game, but then you have to add a whole special slot for literally nothing. Like, why? Why? What?
Edge replace defensive end. Linebackers now use authentic Sam, Mike, and Will designations. Specialized nose tackle and long snapper positions are properly acknowledged. Football is always more fun when Mother Nature becomes a factor. And new football weather in Madden 26 will affect gameplay and your game plan. Extreme conditions like heavy snow, fog, rain, and wind will impact visibility, player movement, stamina, and ball security.
Yep.
With real weather, real data, and real coach and player tendencies, this looks like the best Madden to date, and I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on it.
Well, in conclusion, it's the same song and dance, and yeah, it's pretty much it.